Hey guys, most important thing you need to remember is your kvCORE is not just for you. It's actually what people see. So when they're going to your website, you want to make sure that everything is complete. You want to make sure that every single box is filled in. And so first things first, you need to make sure that your profile is in check. So this is what we're going to do. To get to your profile, you're going to go over to the right hand of your screen where your name is, and you're going to click the drop down menu. Now, right here, the fourth thing down is your profile. So go ahead and hit your profile. When you go in here, you should have some things that are already in there. Your name should be in there, for example. It should say when you actually joined kvCORE. You should have your normal cell phone number on there, not just your smart number. And there should be some other stuff, but maybe you have things that are missing. So if you do, don't worry. You're going to click edit your profile. When you click edit your profile, you can go ahead and upload any image that you have. Now, a little thing I want to tell you. If you notice, my name is actually right here. And my very first name, my legal first name is Mary Jacqueline. My last name is Wilson Durbin. So no one really knows me by Mary. Not many people call me Jacqueline. Most people call me Jackie. However, on my kvCORE, because it's attached to my legal name, that was the name that it had. If you're like me and you want it to be more personalized, you can right in here go ahead and change out your name. Okay, so you can do that. You can also add a title if you'd like. I'm going to add the title of Realtor. Okay, this is your MLS ID. This is going to be your NERDS number. Your vendor number is probably already put on there. Now, notice I have my cell phone number in here. You might even have yours in there also. You want to make sure that you check that it's shown on your site. That way you ensure that anyone who calls is actually going to get directly to you. If you have a landline or another work phone number that you'd like to add, you can. And obviously you can show that on the site as well, along with a direct line. Your email is going to be your one that is connected to your brokerage. For example, mine is through eXp Realty. So mine is my first name dot my last name hyphen whatever. However, that's just a forwarding site. Okay. If you want your from email to be different, you can go ahead and change that in there. However, you are not allowed to use a Yahoo or an AOL email address. Make sure that you've read that. So if you want all of your email to come from maybe you have another email. So for mine, I actually have one for my team that is not an email from Yahoo or AOL. So what that means is anytime it says that it's from me, it's going to have this email address instead of that long one with EXP. I have been reading a lot in the forums that people were having issues with their email and that their from line was off. So if you want to have that changed in there, that's where you can put in there. This is your from name. Okay. If you want to use email from for notifications, you're just going to go ahead and click here. This is your website that's connected to your IDX website. This is a personal website if you have an additional one that you'd like to put on there. If you have a lender that wants to be attached, you can go ahead and search them. If they're not in there, you just need to go into eXp World. If you're with eXp, go to Tech, and then Tech can go ahead and get that taken care of for you. If you have any designations or additional licensees, if you want to put those in there, you can. Over to the right is where you're going to find all of your social media attachments. Now, when we are using certain things in kvCORE, it doesn't automatically have those links. However, it will have these on certain forms. So I always tell people before you start adding all of the links to your different social media platforms, I would ensure that they are professionally grade. And what that means is make sure that there is nothing on there that looks like you are going against any fair housing. I would not be political. I would not be religious. I would be very plain Jane. No one would know anything about me other than the fact that I'm a real estate agent. You can also put in your LinkedIn, your Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram. Your license number, I feel like should be on there because you want people to know that you are licensed and what that number is. You're also able to put in your position. So if you are a broker, put a broker. If you're a realtor, put a realtor. And then any languages that you speak. Obviously, you see that I am plain Jane. I only speak English. However, if I am someone who is bilingual or trilingual, then I want to make sure that I have those languages in there. Now, my About Me section is what yours should not look like. Right now, mine is in the process of being changed. So I'm going to go ahead and get that all changed up. But basically, your About Me section is telling people about you. Maybe it's how long you've been in the business. Maybe it's different things that you've completed in your business. Maybe it's about your level of professionalism. Maybe it's about your years of volunteerism. Whatever it is that you want to let people know about you, go ahead and add that in there. Your signature, yes, this is extremely important. And the reason why is because you want this to be attached to all of your outgoing email. Now, you just basically type in everything that you want in there. If you have an image, you notice that I do, then you can have that in there. But do make sure that you go ahead and click that over so that way it will be included in all of your email. That way you don't have to check it every single time you're sending out an email. Credentials, your background, anything. And again, I've taken this out. And the reason why is because I'm revamping my profile. Because now that I'm kind of moving a little bit more out of production, I want to make sure that my kvCORE website actually shows that. So you can put those in there, your education, your experience, any achievements, and involvement. Now, this is just some other stuff that you may want to do. Over here is your daily call task creation. So if you've been around kvCORE for a while, you probably know that every day you get an email from kvCORE telling you what your tasks are. Right here is where you're going to go ahead and determine how you want that delivered. What statuses do you want to get tasks from? What time do you want it sent? How many could be put on there? So if you want to make changes, you just hit edit. And right here, you're going to tell them when you want those. If you want those tasks sent to you on the weekends as well, then go ahead and click that box. Mine is obviously off. Right here, statuses to generate the calls for the call task for. Now, these are the statuses within kvCORE. Someone asked me, how did you remember which ones it was? Well, guess what? If I click this button, it's going to tell me all the ones on there. So I did not have to remember them. Now, right here, you see that I have a large number. That does not mean that kvCORE is going to tell me that I have to make 250 calls each day. What it means is I could get, if there were, let's say I only had 25, okay? And there was actually 26 calls that I needed to make today. I'm only going to get the 25. So the reason why I put a larger number is because I don't want to miss out on anything. I don't want to put off tomorrow what I actually could finish today. Right here is where you can actually select what time you want those tasks to be emailed to you. I don't even know what it defaults to. I feel like maybe it's a little bit earlier than 9 a.m. I know that at 9 a.m. though, especially on the weekdays, I have already dropped my children off at school. I am at home. I'm in front of my computer. Once you've made those changes, go ahead and hit save changes. If you need to change your password, you can right here. There are some more actions where you can just hide yourself. Why would you want to hide yourself? I'm going to go ahead and hit save. It's going to go ahead and save my changes. And now my profile is up to date. Guys, make sure that you're going into your profile and making changes as you need be. One of those changes should be a picture. Make sure that it is someone that is recognizable and that it looks like you. All right, guys, I hope this tip was helpful and I will see you tomorrow.